procedure text. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a simple cup of iced lemon tea. First, prepare the ingredients: 1 tea bag, half a lemon, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and a glass of cold water. Start by brewing the tea. Put the tea bag into a cup, pour hot water over it, and let it steep for about 5 minutes. While waiting, squeeze the lemon to get the juice and mix it with sugar. Once the tea is ready, remove the tea bag and let it cool down. After it's cool, pour the tea into a glass filled with ice cups. Add the lemon juice mixture, stir it well, and your iced lemon tea is ready to enjoy. Descriptive text. Today, I will describe the Great Wall of China, one of the most incredible structures in the world. The Great Wall is located in northern China and stretches over 21,000 kilometers. It was built to protect China from invasions more than 2,000 years ago. The wall is made of stone, bricks, and wood. It is wide enough for soldiers and horses to walk on. Along the wall, there are watchtowers where soldiers used to keep watch. The Great Wall is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular tourist destination. Visitors often climb its steep steps and enjoy the beautiful mountain views around it. Context. Last weekend, I had a memorable experience with my family. We decided to visit a beach that was about 2 hours away from our home. We left early in the morning and enjoyed the peaceful drive with a cool breeze and clear sky. When we arrived, the view was breathtaking. The sun was white and the waves gently hit the shore. My siblings and I built sandcastles while my parents prepared a small picnic. Later, we swam in the ocean and collected seashells along the shore. After lunch, we played volleyball on the beach and took lots of photos. As the sun started to set, we sat together and watched the beautiful colors in the sky. It was such a peaceful moment, and I felt very grateful to be with my family. On our way back home, we stopped at a small seafood restaurant for dinner. The food was delicious and it was the perfect ending to our day. The weekend will always be one of my favorite memories. Narrative text. Once upon a time, in a small village near a forest, there lived a poor woodcutter named Jack. He worked hard every day, cutting trees and selling the wood to earn a living. One day, while Jack was chopping a tree, he found a golden bird trapped in the branches. The bird pleaded, "Please let me go, and I will grant you 3 wishes." Surprised but curious, Jack freed the bird. True to its word, the golden bird granted Jack 3 wishes. Jack wishes for a big house, enough food for his family, and happiness for his village. In an instant, his wishes come true. Jack's family no longer struggled, and the village prospered. The golden bird flew away, leaving behind a reminder to always show kindness to others. From that day forward, Jack was known as the kind woodcutter who changed the fate of his village. Report text. Komodo dragons are the largest lizards in the world. They are native to Indonesia and can be found on a few islands such as Komodo, Rinca, and Flores. These reptiles can grow up to 3 meters long and weigh over 70 kilograms. Komodo dragons are carnivorous and mainly eat deer, wild boars, and smaller animals. They are known for their sharp teeth and venomous bite, which can kill their prey quickly.
News item text. On Monday, A rare solar eclipse was visible in several parts of the world, including Indonesia. The event attracted thousands of sky watchers and scientists who gathered to observe this natural phenomenon. In Jakarta, the National Observatory organized a special viewing event at Monas Square. They provided telescopes and safety glasses for the public. Hundreds of people, including children, attended the event despite the hot weather. The eclipse began at around 10:15 a.m. and lasted for approximately 3 hours. During the peak of the eclipse, the moon covered about 90% of the sun, creating a breathtaking sight in the sky. Many people cheered and took photos as the sky darkened slightly. The solar eclipse was an unforgettable moment for those who witnessed it and served as a reminder of the beauty of the universe. Analytical exposition text. Social media has become an essential part of our daily lives. While it offers many benefits, it is crucial to understand its impact on teenagers. I believe that social media can have a negative influence on young people for several reasons. First, social media can affect teenagers' mental health. Spending too much time online often leads to feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and even depression. This is because many teenagers compare themselves to others who seem to live perfect lives online. This is because many teenagers compare themselves to others who seem to live perfect lives online. Second, social media can be a major distraction from academic activities. Instead of focusing on their studies, many students spend hours scrolling through their feeds or watching videos. This habit can lower their academic performance and time management skills. Finally, social media exposes teenagers to harmful content. Without proper guidance, they may encounter inappropriate material, cyberbullying, or even scams. These issues can have long-term effects on their behavior and safety. In conclusion, while social media can be beneficial when used wisely, its negative effect on teenagers cannot be ignored. Parents and educators should play an active role in teaching young people how to use social media responsibly. Hortatory exposition text. We must take action now to protect our environment. Every day, we are facing new challenges related to climate change, pollution, and the depletion of natural resources. It is clear that if we continue on this path, the future of our planet will be at risk. We all have a responsibility to make a change. First, we need to reduce the amount of waste we produce. This can be done by recycling, reusing products, and avoiding single-use plastics. By making small changes in our daily lives, we can significantly reduce the negative impact on the environment. Second, we should conserve energy. Simple actions like turning off lights when not in use, using public transportation, and reducing water consumption can make a huge difference in saving our natural resources. Lastly, we need to support policies and organizations that promote environmental protection. This could include voting for leaders who prioritize environmental issues, donating to environmental groups, or volunteering for cleanup events. Together, we can make a positive impact and create a sustainable future for generations to come. Now is the time to act. Let's all do our part to protect the planet and ensure a better future for everyone. Spoof text. One day, a man went to the doctor and said, "Doctor, I have a problem. Every time I touch my shoulder, it hurts. Every time I touch my knee, it hurts. When I touch my foot, it hurts. Everything hurts." The doctor examined the man carefully and said, "Well, It seemed like you have a broken finger. The man was surprised and said, "What do you mean? I thought it was my whole body that was hurting." The doctor replied, "No, your finger is broken. Every time you touch any part of your body, you're hurting your finger. You should get it treated." The man laughed and said, "Oh, now that makes sense. I guess I'll stop touching myself for a while."
Explanation text. How does rain form? Rain is one of the most important natural phenomena that supports life on Earth. The process of rain formation is part of the water cycle, which ensures the continuous movement of water between the Earth and the atmosphere. Rain begins with the evaporation of water from ocean, rivers, lakes, and other water sources. When sunlight hits the surface of these water bodies, it turns the water into vapor, which rises into the air. This vapor cools as it moves higher into the atmosphere, forming tiny water droplets. These droplets group together to form clouds. As the clouds become heavier, the water droplets collide and merge, creating large droplets. When the droplets are too heavy to remain suspended in the air, they fall to the ground as rain. The process is called precipitation. Rain plays a crucial role in maintaining ecosystems, replenishing water sources, and supporting agriculture. Without rain, plants, animals, and humans would struggle to survive. However, too much rain can lead to flooding, causing damage to property and disrupting life.
Discussion text. Mobile phones have become an essential part of our lives, but there is an ongoing debate about whether they are good or bad for us, especially for young people. On one hand, mobile phones can be very useful. They allow us to stay connected with family and friends, no matter where we are. They also provide access to information, educational resources, and various useful apps that can help in daily life. Mobile phones can also be used for emergency situations, which can be a lifesaver. On the other hand, mobile phones can have negative effects, particularly on health and social interaction. Spending too much time on mobile phones can lead to eye strain, poor posture, and even addiction. Moreover, excessive use can reduce face-to-face interaction and social skills, which are important for building strong relationships. In conclusion, while mobile phones have many advantages, it is important to use them responsibly. Both the benefits and drawbacks should be considered, and balance is key.